Hello everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with Lyon for definitely the final time, and not like those times when we were going to leave Celtic and Porto and there were no jobs available. It's definitely the final time because, well, we've already got ourselves a new job. We've already agreed a new job. We will, at the end of the episode, be taking over as manager of Inter Milan. It's already done. The ink is already dry on the contract. Do I have some doubts about the fact we're taking over a side who have collapsed to 8th place in Serie A? Well, they might get 7th. That's positive. Maybe, maybe not. We'll talk more about this when we're actually done with our time at Lyon, because we have still got one more game to go of what has been a, well, annoying season by my standards as a manager, I suppose, given what we're used to, but actually, you know, in context, actually it's been pretty good. Since last time's win against Angers and defeat to Monaco, well, it's been 4 wins. We've actually been really good. As soon as I basically agreed to leave, suddenly the players started playing really well. A 3-1 against Nantes, a 2-1 against Le Havre, a 2-1 against Marseille, great result there, and a 3-1 against Strasbourg. We've got one game left against Lille. They're currently in 4th place. Let's look at the table and how things are going to shake up. Well, PSG obviously have won the league. That's been confirmed. They're going to get over 100 points, which this is why we're leaving, because we can't compete with that. Now, yes, you may have seen from the Serie A table, Inter Milan are roughly 40 points behind Juventus, who are going to be champions, whereas we are a mere 20 points-ish behind PSG. So you might be saying, well, hang on, that's a massive difference. And it is, and it might backfire, that might be an issue, but as far as I'm concerned, we're far worse financially than PSG, whereas Inter Milan, based on what we've got to spend, are not in a worse position than Juventus. So we can bridge that gap through our management more easily than we can here. Again, it might be a mistake, but this is the decision I've made. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. It's part of the fun. It's part of the fun of being a manager. You make decisions like this. But anyway, as I said, we'll come back to that later. But Lyon, we're currently in 3rd. We are 1 point behind Monaco. If they slip up today and if we beat Lille, we can still get 2nd, but more likely it's going to be 3rd, which will match what Steven Gerrard did last year. But it's still the highest number of wins in a season in the save so far for Lyon. The record points tally by far. First time over 80 points for Lyon in the save so far. It's not bad. Just the problem is Monaco are better than us and PSG are much, much, much better than us, and it's going to take a long time for us to catch them, and I'd rather go somewhere else where it might be a little bit easier, which, you know, as I said, could be an issue, could backfire massively. But, well, let's just end the year and end our time here at Lyon on a high. I mean, I'm not going to say our time here in France, because we will be back. We will have to come back. Ideally in charge of PSG, that would be the easiest thing. But if not, maybe at Lyon, maybe at Monaco, maybe it's somewhere else if we got a bit more time towards the end. But I want to go and see if we can get ourselves into a position, which I believe at Inter we would be, where we can win the other leagues and cups in a bit more of a speedier fashion. Right, so we are able to end the league with our actual best lineup. If we had this available a bit more readily, we may well be closer to PSG. I mean, also, I do think actually, I mean, his rating is not amazing, but Karen, since we dropped Mannion and since we brought in Karen and also Camboala in defence, we have been doing a lot better in terms of results. But anyway, Karen's going to be in goal. Bard, Camboala, Nelson and Velez is the defence. Diop, Matthias and Burakinche the midfield. Darmy on the left-hand side, Sabata on the right, and Bryce Matondo up front. Now, it's not much to play for. I mean, if we can get 2nd place, if Monaco slip up, we will qualify for the Champions League group stage proper. We'll be in the qualification rounds. I mean, I say we, Lyon will. We won't be there. We'll be off in Italy, not in Europe at all, which could be a very good thing, I think. But anyway, we'll get on to that. This is the focus for now. Let's end our time in Lyon on a high, with trying to get 2nd place if we can. Well, Lille knocking it around. They're trying to get qualification for the at least the Europa League, probably the Champions League as well if they can. Their manager's under pressure. They need a result today, and they've got an early goal. Batista opens the scoring. It'd be nice to end on a win, but I mean, it would be more customary if we sort of ended on a sort of really poor, dodgy performance. He gets ahead of the defender, and that's typical us defending. After I just praised how good we've been. Free kick from Bard. It's worked now nicely by Tabata, but it's cleared away. As far as Velez, we might as well go for this, to be honest, because literally it doesn't matter. No consequences whatsoever for us or for the club, because Monaco are going to win anyway, you would assume. So we'll still be in the Champions League regardless. And Matthias has scored somehow. I don't even know where this normally happens against us. What on earth has happened here? He just passed it in the goal. Tabata sets him up, and then I think it's a deflection off the defender. It must be a deflection of the slide tackle. The goalkeeper has no clue what's happened, and it's 1-1. Can we grab a lead as well? Velez racing down the right-hand side. I say racing. He's not going that fast. Matthias on the ball again. They're double-teaming him now, but Diop picks up a loose ball, swings it out to Bard, who we're hoping could find a good cross in, cuts inside instead. Inche's there. Can he find a cross in? No, goes back to Bard. Matondo's effort's blocked. And that is the end of the chance. Well, Lille certainly up for it themselves. They need a result here, and it's well, how did that not go in? Saved by goal line technology. Hawkeye to the rescue. Karen made a hash of it. Absolute hash of it, but we get away with it. Two of the weirdest highlights I've ever seen in my entire time of playing Football Manager in one game. That sums up our time here in Lyon. It's been interesting to say the least. Velez with a long clearance, which Pacheco plays back to the goalkeeper. Is he going to do something else stupid? No, not yet. Not at the moment. He boots it long, looking for Batista. Diop with a good header away, but only as far as Renato Sanchez still here at Lille. Never got a bigger move. But it's a good ball forwards from him. They're into the area, and João Mario puts it away to make it 2-1 to Lille. Not good. Really nice goal though. Really well worked goal. Great movement and passing from everyone. Beautiful. Shame it wasn't for us. Now, I'm far from pleased with what I've seen, as I am frequently when in sitting from this dugout. It's not the normal dugout. It's not at the Groupama Stadium. It's at whatever Lille Stadium is called. Anyway, there's still a second half to play. One more half in charge of Lyon. Can we get an equaliser and maybe even a winner? Matthias with a shot. It's blocked, but Inche's there. He gets it over the goalkeeper. It's poor goalkeeping all round in this match, but it's 2-2. Good work from Velez. Cuts inside. Matthias's effort it's a lucky deflection, and the toe poke from Inche kind of wrong foots the goalkeeper. Once more, back on level terms. We need a result because Monaco are winning. So, what we do makes no difference. If Monaco win, we're not getting second. So, it's broken kindly for Matthias. He's dodged the defender. He's found Matondo. Would be nice to see a goal from him. We don't get one. Darami's effort is cleared away. The ball's still in play though. Tabata with a shot, and this time the goalkeeper claims. Well, Lille are in behind again, and I thought it was going to be a highlight for us initially. I was just waiting for it to build up, but it built up to a goal for Lille. Instead, Batista's in behind. He's scored. It's an action-packed game. It's a topsy-turvy game, an end-to-end classic to end the season. The run from Batista is perfect. The finish is very good too. Not to mention the pass from João Mario. It's Lille in the lead again. Not great. We'll go very attacking. Karen at fault for the goals. Whoever replaces me, get a new goalkeeper, for goodness sake. Get a new goalkeeper. I don't think we're going to be doing anything in the final few stages. We're going to be losing our last game in charge, which is a shame for the old win percentage. But there we go. We've lost 3-2. It doesn't really matter. I'm not happy with the performance. I want the last words they hear from me to be that they're terrible, because they are, really. We've got 83 points and finished third, which obviously is good theoretically, but it's still not good enough. The amount of games we've lost or drawn, which we should have got something out of, very annoying. But anyway, Lille finishing fourth, well off the pace of us, but it's still Champions League when the board wanted Europa League, so it's a good season overall, but it's not enough for me. So I'm heading off to Milan. Okay, it's a very somber end of season review if you don't win anything. It's been a very rare occurrence for us. I think we had one season at Feyenoord where we didn't win anything, but yeah, it's a shame this will be the first team we will leave where we haven't won a trophy. Never mind the full set of trophies, but I think, in all honesty, I would never have come here if I had the sort of a wider choice, but it was either this or a year of unemployment. And given that the only thing that became available all season was Tottenham, we didn't even get that, then it was a necessary thing to do, and it certainly boosted our reputation. It's been an overall good season, as the transfers haven't been great, apart from Matondo. He was pretty good. The January transfers, the less said about them, the better. But yeah, it's been a pretty good season overall. I think finishing third in Liga is, in terms of reputation, it's the highest level league we've been in, so the highest we've done in that. And when you're against PSG and Monaco, it's a credible result. It's better than Gerrard did, and he's now in charge of Liverpool, although he might be sacked. He was insecure the last time I checked. So yeah, frustrating based on what we've done before. Frustrating based on what I think we could have done. We've had some very poor performances in certain games. I mean, question marks over the defence. Camboire has barely played, and yet he's managed to make it in. He's only played 16 games, which shows how bad a signing Clement Longley was. Bard has made it in, which indicates how bad the other left-backs were, on a 6.84. But Matthias is going to be a superstar. We'll watch his career with great interest. Matondo as well, I'm really hoping for big things from him. I think he can do it. So player of the season, unsurprisingly, is Matthias. He gets young player of the year as well. Camboire gets signing of the season. Thanks. Not giving me any credit. Daramy gets goal of the season. Top goal scorer is Matondo with 17, a very credible return. Matthias is top assist provider with 13. He gets player of the match. Average rating is Nelson, and passing is Diop, and that is going to be that. Well, I say that. We've got another week in charge. We will be moving to Inter Milan on the 28th of May. We'll have a quick sort of rundown of that and see what we want to do. I'm assuming we won't have to do this sort of end of season stuff in terms of team meetings because we're not going to be here. Doesn't look like it. But anyway, we'll go forward until we take over at Inter. We'll have a look through their squad, discuss sort of potential positives and potential negatives of going there. The main reason I've gone is just it's a higher reputation club, more money, better chance overall of winning the league, although it's in a more difficult situation. Just want to check on the jobs market because obviously, Antonio Conte got sacked before the end of the season, so we went in and they've hired us sort of on a pre-contract deal. Obviously, that is therefore the risk that any other jobs that come up we're going to miss out on. I mean, Gerrard is insecure at Liverpool, but I reckon he's not very insecure. He'll probably hold on, as will Lundberg at Arsenal. So it doesn't look like anyone sort of massively is going to be sacked. So I think we've probably got the best thing that's going to be available. No Euros or World Cup this summer anyway, so there's not going to be a massive amount of things available. And the fact we're taking over so early, this is the earliest we've taken over a new club. Because I mean, like Porto, we took over in sort of late August, the sort of the day before the first league game of the season. So we're going to have a good solid 3 months of pre-season to do a lot of transfer business, assess the squad. We're going to need to do a lot of business when we look at the squad. You will see why. But I think overall it's probably the best decision for us in the circumstances anyway. Now, of course, we mentioned that we will hopefully see how well Matthias develops over the course of the save. One man who we used to manage who is developing very well, who we will face next season unless someone comes in to buy him, is Mr. Dave Samba, who is really good, as we knew he would be, at Juventus. He's had a pretty frightening couple of years in Serie A, and Juventus also doing quite well as well themselves. They are kind of, pretty dominant, as you would probably expect. But here we go. We have taken over at Inter Milan, Internazionale Milano. Good. I'm happy with this. I am happy with this. There's negatives, but overall I think this is a good move for us. John Kennedy, of course, our faithful assistant manager, comes with us, as well as Antonio Diaz, who's a fitness coach, who is just sort of, I keep not bringing him with me, but then he always wants to come. So, but anyway, we have taken over at Inter Milan, who finished in 8th place in Serie A. It's a bit of a mountain to climb after what's been a very good spell for them, constantly in the top 4. It's a bit of a drop off for them, but we are here to see what we can do. So a host of familiar names are still here, but we are 9 seasons in now, so they're getting up there. Lukaku is old. Moise Kean is still decent. Hakimi as well, but Bentancur getting up there. Benassia getting up there. Bastoni getting up there as well. A few regens and a few other young players. But it's the Interway to sign sort of aging players because we're getting Ferland Mendy in on a free transfer. He's 33, but hopefully he's still got some sort of potential left in him. But one of the things I really like about this club culture, sign Italian players. It's like, they've picked me out perfectly for this because, of course, now we're in Italy, we can only sign Italian players. We have got some wildcards left over. In fact, now we get 2 new ones for this club. So we've got 3 overall. We barely use them at all at any point in the save. We still have 2 from Porto. We have 2 from Lyon because we didn't use them. And now we've got 2 from Inter Milan. We might just sort of stack them up until the end of the save and, use them all at the final club. But anyway, given the dodgy season, the expectation is only to qualify for the Champions League. They don't want to win Serie A anytime soon, but we're going to see if we can push beyond that. And with the resources we're going to have, I'm thinking hopefully we can do so because, first of all, I just want to highlight the fact that our contract here, £130,000 a week. We've been averaging around sort of 30 grand, 25, 30 grand at all 4 teams we've managed. This is a massive pay rise. This is the level of club we are at. And transfer budget, £82 million. Not bad at all. £424,000 a week of spare wage budget as well. With a bit of dealing and a bit of wheeling, we should be okay. Lots of players are leaving on free transfers. Young players. Are these guys good? He's reasonable, so that's a bit disappointing. But yeah, as said, Mendy's joining, and also this man here, Argentinian regen. You love to see it. He's quite good, actually. His crossing and dribbling aren't good, but the rest of it is. But anyway, we are here in Milan. I am excited to see. But overall career stats, by the way, 76% win percentage overall. That is pretty good. No wonder people want to hire us. Ongoing negotiations. This man is going out on loan. Yes, that's fine. He's not. In fact, no, are we selling him? We're selling him. I can't even read. He's not very good. So just, whatever. Not bothered. Right, now, it's going to be a pretty busy summer, I think, because the issues we've got here, 3 major issues, I would say. One, it's Italy, so we have way too many players. This is just the first team. Way too many players. Issue 2, as we've discussed, we've got a lot of players who are quite old, mid to late 30s. That's going to need to be addressed. And issue 3, Antonio Conte's been in charge for the past 9 years, which means the squad is built around his 3 at the back system, which obviously works very well for him. Not what I like to use. So we're gonna have too many centre backs, I reckon, and I don't think, from sort of cursory look, we've really got anywhere near enough wingers. This is the issue. Our best left winger is Moise Kean. He is pretty good as a left winger, but there's nobody else. And then right wing, the suggestion in the preview was Hakimi. Yeah, we don't really have anyone as a right winger. This man here, Capoferro, he's nice, isn't he? He's really good, but he's a striker, and that's great. We need strikers as well, but a bit of an issue. Definitely going to be the main focus of my transfer dealings, I would say. But let's just have a quick look through this. We sort by value first of all. We've got Ruggeri here, real player, left back. He's very nice. Very nice indeed. He should be absolutely fine. Second one, this man again, real player, France, Belgian, midfield player, Mazzala. He's not someone I'd necessarily sign, not good enough finishing for my liking, but should do a decent job. I don't know why his valuation is so high. He doesn't look that good. He's only 3 stars as well. Hakimi, he's only 30, so he should be there's no decline there. He's absolutely spot on. Goalkeeper is Bajic, decent. His average rating this season though has fallen off a cliff, so hopefully that can sort of sort itself out. Now we're here. Moise Kean, as we've seen, decent player for sure. Ronaldo Kamara, he's really quite good. Why is he transfer listed? Not necessarily going to be selling him. Bastoni, he's 30. He's Italian. He's in the absolute prime. That's fine. He'll be great. Benassi is only 31. He's still really good too. So right, all these guys sort of like 30-ish. Bentancur as well. I mean, he's outstandingly good. I used him until he was, very late 30s on FM20, and he was still brilliant. So we've got a lot of really good players here. Mario Bacula as well, regen centre-back. Very nice indeed. There's some really good players here. There's not anyone too massively past it from what I can see. Some improvements definitely are needed, but yeah, this is a really good squad, I think. Lukaku is 36, and his pace is still okay. He's still pretty good. Romelu Lukaku, 15 goals this season, is not a bad return for someone who is close to drawing their pension. There is a lot to like about this squad. Gabbia, I mean, we do need a bit more youth, I think. Bringing the average age down a little bit is probably a good idea. I mean, we saw by average rating, very few players have got over a 7 in terms of average rating, but a lot of these guys have played a lot of games. Benassi has done very well. Ruggeri's done very well. Lukaku, Hakimi as well. I mean, some poor performers. Fabinho's not done amazingly, but this is the Fabinho. He can probably go. He's kind of pretty much past it, I would say. Bastoni's not had a great season. Neither's Bentancur. Milan Skriniar's still here as well. And again, he's still fine. There's a lot to work with here. We need to make some moves. Definitely need some wingers. We don't really have any. But other than that, we're looking pretty good, I would say. Bit more youth, bit more sort of dynamism from the flanks. And I think we should be okay. So yeah, I'm pretty optimistic. I mean, it's not been a great season for Inter. You can see that the results very, very, very poor. Of course, we had them in the group stage of the Champions League with Lyon. They lost the Italian Cup final, got knocked out of the Champions League at the first knockout round stage, and then Serie A. I mean, yeah, 8th place. They're not in Europe, which I think it could actually be a good thing. Having a whole season where we don't have to worry about Europe, we can just focus on the league. I think unless it goes dreadfully wrong, this is going to be, someone we stay out for a couple of years. Hopefully we can win everything the first season. That might happen. I don't think it will, but this is a 2 to 3 year spell or cycle of our career, I would say. And unlike with Lyon, I think the amount of time required to overhaul PSG is, 5 years plus, more than I'm prepared to commit. Whereas here, 2 to 3 years, I reckon we can probably overhaul Juventus. I think we've got a chance. Yes, we're inheriting a team who have finished over 40 points behind, but I mean the teams above us, Sassuolo, are they going to have as good a season? Bologna, are they going to have as good a season? Fiorentina as well? Don't know. I'm confident that we can definitely, with a few transfers, close this gap. But anyway, that is going to be next time. We will be back for some games, the start of the season, I would imagine. We're not going to be in the Super Cup, obviously. We're not in Europe, so we, probably will be back for our first Serie A match. If not, a couple of games in, see how it goes. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Going to be a new chapter of our journey. That is very self-explanatory, but hopefully in a positive way as well. If you are excited for it, leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe as well to see how we get on in Serie A next season. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.